Hey, Congress.
Hey, Congress.
Hey, Congress.
I care about my right to vote.
I want to remind you that you promise to protect and serve every single person on American soil.
Require that students get an accurate history of this country when they're going through school. There was an incident at my school where students were using the N-word, and I realized that, there's no point in the K through 12 education system where we stop and teach students, hey, this is how you should address people from different people groups, or, hey, you shouldn't be using this kind of language to casually refer to your friends. I wanted to create a curriculum that students could use to teach other students, just because I think that there's sometimes where adults have these conversations and they can feel very patronizing. But training students to be able to call out that behavior in other students, I think, helps create a more inclusive environment, especially given how diverse Generation Z is.
In Missouri, where I'm from, you need a notary in most cases to vote absentee. Some friends and I decided that we could start a website to help people find notaries, because it turns out in Missouri there aren't a whole lot of notaries, and the ones that are there are really tough to find. So we started Notary Connections, which allows voters to go online and type in their name, email address, zip code, and then they can get paired via our algorithms with a notary, and then they can go vote. We need to be able to vote because we need to be able to test all of our ideas, all of your ideas. And voting is the way we do that. Voting is how we get just that much closer to truth in our society.
I come from a family of immigrants, so it's always kind of been something that's in the forefront of my mind and my experiences, and it's shaped how I've come into this system of American education. And also more specifically in high school, I definitely noticed that the kids that didn't know English and were in the English as a language learner track, they were very isolated from the rest of the high school community. I'm working on a project with my school and local organizations to create a refugee mentorship program, preparing them with native English speakers so that it's called a refugee buddy, where basically they'll have a buddy throughout the school system that they're able to practice English with, so they're more comfortable and they can go to them for help with homework questions or just random questions like, what do you wear to school dance? Or where do you go for football games, anything like that.
When the students at my high school enter high school, they care a lot about the wrong things, and I think they take things a little too seriously. They focus so much on defining their intelligence and their potential based on their GPAs and their ACT scores, and that's an unhealthy mindset. So I'm currently in the process of launching a mentorship program in which a couple of my upperclassmen friends and I are going to go ahead and take a couple of underclassmen students at my high school under our wings, essentially, and we're going to help them view high school more holistically. In the recent years, Generation Z have voiced their opinions, but our current leaders aren't really listening to us. And we firmly believe that education reform is the key to addressing and fixing a lot of these social issues that we face today.
When I think of Congress and how they're doing now and their ability to do their job effectively, we're really seeing the manifestation of decades of just disregarding communities that they didn't value before. Both my parents are immigrants, so I've been very well acquainted with my privileges to live in a country that has a democracy in the first place. I want to A, make sure that we are all able to take advantage of it, and B, that it serves us in the ways that it should. I am always amazed by the talent and skill set of people my age and also their passion for issues going around. So I'm creating a space that empowers them to use their skill sets to create a project based on a social issue that they care about. The goal is to empower Gen Z to use their skill set and then also showcase that you can do what you love and also take care of the world around you at the same time.